What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's my first time playing LA Noire. We're on part 3, so give me a minute to set up. We'll start. Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing? Let me know if you can see and hear everything. Alright, I'm setting everything up right now. Stream is good. How have you been, Chad? Oh, there we are. Hope you had a pretty good week so far. I've had a pretty busy week. I plan to get right back to streaming after my last stream, and then forgot there was a show on Thursday night that I went to. I imagine. I haven't paid attention to too much of it. I follow like what RGT85 and he talks about it and stuff like that. And that's not even coming out till the summer, so I wouldn't worry about it until the summer when it's actually available. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I've got a pretty easy week this week, so I'm really happy about that. I took a personal spring break. Yeah, I was planning to get back to this a lot sooner, and then just life got in the way, and I haven't been able to do any kind of YouTube anything. Now that it's warming up outside, too, I'm even like, I got a bunch of yard work and stuff I could probably start doing. Is the Oblivion remake this month? I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the trigger on that right away.
Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on.
I'd probably get it eventually. I'll have to check it out.
We're on it, Captain.
You know, I don't know if I want my face right there. Hopefully I'm good right back there. That Predator trailer looked pretty good. The cartoon one.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
And it has,
I'm not sure
I saw Michael Biehn.
Passionate romantic type like you, Cole?
Is in it.
I don't believe a word.
And if Michael Biehn's in it and he gets he actually gets killed by a predator, he'll join he'll join a very exclusive club. He'll be in the club with Bill Paxton, and Lance Henriksen as the only guy who's ever been killed by an alien, predator, and a Terminator.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
Back in the 90s today?
What a case.
How do you mean?
You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to...
Yeah, that looked cool. The animation of it looks really good, too. I'm excited for it. And it's coming out on Hulu, so don't have to go to a movie theater or nothing.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, you need them healthy enough to answer questions.
Don't kill him.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
This might be our first stolen car.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Ooh, don't kill people. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that Predator trailer, too.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
I'm trying. There's my cop buddies.
Now!
Oh, almost killed that guy.
Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Yeah, I did see that. It was like the original one, 'cause it was all had like all the black stuff that came off of it.
Requesting a patrol unit.
Roger on that 11K.
Out of the car now!
With your hands up!
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Investigate automotive.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I forgot how to be a good cop. Dang it. X is good cop. Okay. I'm gonna have to move that again. Hopefully that'll work. You kind of need all 4 corners of your screen for this game.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
We've already seen that, right? Nope, this is new.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 of them. That live movie's coming out this year, too. So there's supposed to be 2 of them.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
I don't like it there either. There we go.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Either you stole the car from Coombs, or you're
I didn't
delivering
mean to
stolen
accuse
merchandise
him.
for him.
I wanted to ask him about the weed.
Do you have any proof of what you're saying?
Ask him about the weed.
I'm studying law, Detective. I'd advise you to do the same before you make any more of these ridiculous claims.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison.
Yeah,
Until
2
we
out of
do,
3's not bad.
we're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
I would check his car.
Possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Hey, Sniper, how you doing? Been a while, my brother. Hope everything's good with you. Long time no see.
Another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Yeah, I heard he was even
Detective Phelps,
charging,
LAPD. Are you the owner?
they were
right.
charging for, like,
Richard
basically the
Coombs,
instruction
at your
manual for the
service.
Switch, too.
You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff
You doing
Harrison
good? That's good to
claims
hear.
he bought
I'm
the
doing
car
pretty
from
good. I
you.
can't complain.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing.
I like the
Mr.
Mafia
Coombs.
games. I
remember
couldn't get
Harrison.
past
It was
the race
a
on the very
green
first
two-tone
Mafia game.
Kaiser
You have to
Frazer,
do
if I
that race car
remember right.
race,
You
and
have
it's
the bill of
required.
sale?
It's in my office. Walk
Maybe I'll
this
have
way.
to try it again, give it another day in court.
That's a joke too, son.
I do want to play the Old Country when that
Phelps,
one
you mind
comes
if I
out.
shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
But I probably do need to check out the Mafia trilogy. Why would anybody want to go back to a Switch 1 once a Switch 2 comes out and has access to all the modern games? Like, I don't know. The whole thing does seem pretty greedy. Which I honestly, I think the game
Got the original
companies are
pink slip
gonna,
there,
I think
too.
the whole gaming industry is gonna implode, collapse in on itself right after Grand Theft Auto comes out. Like all the other games are gonna be out. I don't even know if Grand Theft Auto is gonna be as good as the hype it is, but just kind of a feeling I have. With the price point they're trying to charge for games now.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
You know, $80 for a standard cheap game. You know, that's your actual like AAA premium games, your next Call of Duty, those are probably going to be 120 to 150 with all the perks.
Gene Archer.
Investigate Gene
146
Archer's
North Fremont
address.
Avenue.
Whoops. Back one. Let's talk to this guy, right? I'm expecting it to be more than $100. I'm still sticking with my 150 price point. Just based on everything. So I guess we're going to that Gene Archer's address.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas, shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
I don't believe that for a second.
You need to give us something, Coombs, if you don't want to be implicated in this.
Yap, yap, yap. Son, your problem is that your gums keep flapping, but you do no listening.
Ah, screwed that one up.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
So this dizzy broad walks in here off the street and sells you a 2-year-old car for half the price, and you don't ask any questions.
I'd say that about sums it up nicely.
Yeah, I probably botched that one.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
What can you tell us about Archer?
Somewhat on the simple side. In a big hurry, too.
We get awful attentive to people.
0 out of 3. Man, I bombed that one. You really gotta be locked in.
Did you double check all the paperwork? Who's it made out to?
So...
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks for your help.
That was one of the franchises I never really got. Like, the first one looked, even though it was technical and whatever it was back in the day, it didn't look all that good to me. And then they made the Tron Legacy, and I watched that one too, being that I didn't really grow up watching the first one, so I didn't care as much about the second one.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I think we're going there.
Here's a chicken and egg question.
Yeah, I could easily
Do you
skip
think
the
you
new
have to be
Tron.
an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny
I guess
as a
there's a
heart
rumor
attack?
that the
Maybe
new
more
Thunderbolts
annoying
movie
they
is
are,
going to
the
be
quicker you sign on
extremely
the dotted
good.
line, just to get the hell out of there.
Which again, the title Thunderbolts is just a placeholder, so they could even change the name of the movie by the time it actually comes out. By the time you see it, it might be called something different. Like the title of the movie might be the end credit
Should've known that
spoiler
Archer
scene or
broad would've
something. I
given
don't
us a
know.
false
I'm thinking
address.
they could do something there.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to the police station. Nope. Right? Is that where we're going?
It's him. I got from the newspaper.
Can you drive to this one?
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I want to make homicide. You know you made
Am I going to an interview? I hate it how there's no, like, cues.
Crummy bastard.
This guy I'm talking to?
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Alright, what do these slips have in common?
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Who's behind it? That's my job to figure out, huh?
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
Oh, that's instantly going to get you a bad cop.
You're a 2-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm going to ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
I believe you.
So she doesn't steal cars?
Look, I know plenty of dames, but I never heard of that one.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Now you know something.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear
Not long.
the cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
And they strip them, I bet.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
I want to accuse them, but I got nothing.
Come on, Velasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate, Velasco.
2 out of 4.
See you in 10 years when you get out.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Well, this is getting interesting.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Okay, pink slips are real. Guess we're heading to...
You think the Vice Boys get any on the
Phelps,
side?
your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Where? Where's she at? Hurry, dude. Get in the car, fat ass.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
I didn't mean to call him that. That was mean. He's taking too long to get in the car. Is this all happening in the same day?
My money or give
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
I saw that
damn
Minecraft
it.
made bank. I was kind of
against me.
shocked, but
Look,
not shocked
just
by
let me get
that.
my
'Cause,
money
I
and
mean,
get
it
out
is
of
one
here,
of the
okay?
biggest games out there.
You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Get it? I will never spend money on a Jack Black anything. Oh, I can accuse her. What do I got? I gotta get this right if I'm gonna accuse her. That one. Fake address. Alright, I'm gonna accuse you.
You're lying, Gene.
You want to prove that, Buster? Try and prove that pink slip is not real.
Your address.
Look, this is all just a big mistake. I don't want to talk anymore. Just let me go.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Oh! How'd you know his name's James? I never
Right.
said that.
James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Take her,
Anyway,
Booker
I don't know
Dano.
him.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
She does know where she got the car.
Trying my patience here, Gene. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street.
Hey, thanks, Sniper.
Big warehouse full of goons.
Hope you're enjoying the stream,
Now
brother.
you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
Did I get 2 out of 3?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
2 out of 3's not bad. It actually seems like it should have a black and white mode. Are we done? Bigelow. I've got nothing. Okay, I need him and I got that guy. So, do I find this Gordon Leviti and Bigelow? Middleman. Nothing on him.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Friendly girl, used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait. Scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line
I
at
draw
gray.
the line at gray.
You know, I might have to live
That's
in Barnes
hilarious.
soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
My standards are only as high as the last glass of
They
whiskey.
probably didn't have hair dye back in the 1940s, did they? So you're like one of those ladies that like start turning gray in like your 30s and 40s. That'd probably be pretty unfortunate. But I guess by then you're married.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole.
And everything was pretty
You're
like
45,
nuclear
don't you ever wanna
family
use
back
it?
in.
I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Yeah, I don't think hair dye was like the priority right after World War II. That probably came along in like the 60s. I think that's when people started really caring about what they looked like, right?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh shit, you got a machine gun.
Let's move forward.
This is a nice change of pace, being honest.
Throw out the guns.
That's my guy. Oh! Oh shit. Tough life being a cop these days.
Move, move! I'm gonna put holes in you, assholes.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
How long do you think you can hold out?
think I'm almost dead.
Weapons on the...
I'm gonna shoot him in the dick. Watch. Nope. Got him.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
It's extremely disrespectful to shoot somebody in the dick. Alright, where are we going?
Incidental. Not sure this means much.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Ooh, what do we got here?
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road.
It's funny because nowadays, like most guys I know, don't even want to be married. Like most of my friends have stayed single. I had one guy that got married and got divorced, and he was very miserable.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
I believe you.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That you are lying.
So if I go over there and check his jacket, your story's gonna ring true? I'm warning you, Bigelow.
Give it a try, Flatfoot. For some reason, none of my guys like to bring ID to work.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
I wouldn't get married nowadays. I even talked about it with one of my girlfriends. I was like, nowadays, no, I've got too much to lose. Like, I'm a homeowner now, and even in Colorado, I was like, a chick could come in, marry me, say I was bad, and pretty much get half my stuff, kick me out of my own house. Like, Colorado's weird like that.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
You know the way. You can drive.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute, then pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightval, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Another thing I watched the other night was a movie called Lords of Chaos. It's a pretty brutal movie. It's a true story about a...
You're under arrest. I'm sorry. Just what the hell are you talking about?
It's about this heavy metal band called Mayhem. They're from Norway. And they were the band that started satanic black metal. And they were known for burning churches down. But that's not what made them. That's not what people know them for. That's not
in a warehouse
what made them famous. That's
cars.
just stuff they did.
For them, Lightval.
I signed for all the orders.
Actually, the story about them is
You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
The lead singer committed suicide, and then the guitar player found the body, and before he reported the body, he went to the store, got a camera, took pictures of him, and then called the authorities. And then a few years later, him and the bass player killed the guitar player, stabbed him to death. Tried to claim it was self-defense, even though he drove from a different town to his guitar player's house at 2 in the morning, and all the stab wounds were in the back. He's like, dude, he got stabbed 27 times, and 19 of them were in the back, as he was trying to run away, and he was trying to claim self-defense, Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy story, and it's a true story. The movie takes a lot of creative liberties,
you know where the door is.
The movie was the events were true.
Your money and influence will be worthless in San Quentin. If you don't go crazy in the first couple of months, then you'll probably get knifed in the
I've heard of it.
line.
My guitar player has it, and all of this stuff happened before they even put out their first album.
You'll get nothing.
That's what's crazy about all of it.
Gordon Lightval, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
I screwed that one up.
Now, where shall I start? With the 2 GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with the female suspect, who I am reliably told slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city.
Ooh, I botched this one.
How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Oh, wow. We totally went from 5-star to no star. I got 16 out. What did I get? 1-star case? I got 7 out of 16 questions correct. That's why I did that one real bad. 16 out of 18 clues. I did pretty good on the clues. Now, you can't win them all, I guess.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
I've never heard that saying. Is that I wonder if that's a true historical saying. It's a dark and stormy night here. With a cold, hard rain. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Phelps,
Hope you've
Bukowski,
had a
you have
good
a new
week, brother.
case. 2 women.
Welcome to the stream.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to
It
it,
is a
boys.
real
We
thing.
got bad guys to catch.
I need a drink. Got it.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys.
Investigate the crack.
Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow.
Hasn't been a good week for sleep for you.
Just trying to fit in.
I have those weeks, but it's with me. It's food. Like I wound up going all day yesterday, not eating, just working and working, going, and then got off work and I was kind of hungry, but I was like, nah, I'm not. Also, kind to like stay in shape, so I was like, I want to burn more calories than I'm actually eating or inputting. Yeah, I wound up not eating, and then like at 11 o'clock, I just got like the starves. So I had to eat, and I ate something frozen. I cooked some frozen taquitos from my freezer. Wound up puking them up. They were not good. Crash site. We shouldn't have to. Yeah, I'm there, right? It said right across the street. I probably should have just gotten in the dang car. I try not to. I know it's not healthy to eat it late at night either.
Joel is dishwater, but I'm not with him for that.
Like, I don't want to say I'm on a diet, but ever since I found out, like, basically 90% of the food I eat is poisoned, I'm like, I've already been a finicky eater.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister.
Yeah, I've tried
East of
cutting
the
out
Amazon.
bread, and
She's
I'm
married to
trying
Guy
to
McCaffrey.
do
The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two
mostly
of them
just
still
like
have juice.
meat, some proteins, and cut out most starches.
Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in
I
by
have
megaphone,
Part
Enrique.
6 remastered. I haven't played it yet. I
This is
stalled out in the
Enrique
middle. I
Gonzalez.
played
Enrique
Final
was a
Fantasy
pretty
1,
decent
2, and
middleweight.
3
What do we
pixel
have,
remastered.
Broad drives right through the empty lot.
I got
off the
about
side of the escarpment.
8-9 hours into Part 4 pixel remaster, and that's where I'm at.
Sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad.
And I
considering.
started
She had to
playing
hit that
this when,
billboard, scraping both of them off the pavement.
way back when I was doing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I was like, I think that's why I got Final Fantasy Burnout, was because I played all 3
I think so.
of the OG
Taking her to central
remaster games
receiving.
off camera while I was playing Part 7.
Stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
I don't do peanut butter, but I do peanut butter crackers. I'll take like a package of peanut butter crackers and eat some of those. Or people make fun of me at work because you want to get Dragon Quest 11 Final. I'm curious about the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remaster. But no, people were giving me shit at work because my eating habits. They're like, I eat so small. Like I'll make, you know how a burrito is a burrito, and I'll make like a 6-inch tortilla and make this little tiny thing, cut it in half, and just like nibble. It's basically you could probably shove the whole thing in your mouth in one bite. And people are like, that's all you're gonna eat? And I'm like, yeah. Well, I tricked my stomach into thinking that I ate. I tricked my brain into thinking that I ate because I was doing this, and I filled my stomach up. But the truth is, you ate like one bite's worth of food, like a nacho chip. You know, take like a nacho chip, put some beans on it, put some taco meat on it, lettuce, tomatoes. You basically got a little teeny tostada. You eat that, trick your brain into thinking you eat, and then you can kind of keep going. I don't know if it's the healthiest thing to do, but. Alright, what are the clues we're looking at? Are we going to go down there? Not seeing any sound.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Should I go down there? Nope.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar
I've never
with some
played
of my
Final
work.
Fantasy 12.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a
I've played 1 through 4, and then Part 7, and then the remake of Part 7,
What
and
about
then
me,
Part
June?
16.
I'm a big fan of Beast of...
Never finished 16 either.
Keep
I got real close to the end, and
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are a cute detective, but a little too naive for my taste.
I'm bombing today.
This is a big scene,
She
folks.
did get Phil Cosby,
We need to get our
didn't she?
bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Who's the coroner? Is that this guy?
Why?
Is that guy tying his shoe? Did they actually program a code in here for him to tie his shoe? Yeah, I really signed off on Final Fantasy 16 when I was like, I'm going to stream for an hour and a half, and that entire hour was that fighting with that guy that turned into what was the size of a mountain, basically. I was like, I got 20 minutes of cinematics and then an hour-long fight. I was like, that took it out of me. I still kept playing. And then even after I stopped streaming it, I tried to finish it. And it was... There was a boss fight that you'll get him down the main bad guy. You'll get him down to like this much health. And he'll do this like suicide attack. and if you don't do the right dodge combination to get out of the way, it's like an instant kill. I did that like 5 times, and I was never able to roll out of the way for the instant attack, and I got frustrated. I was like, I'm not going to do that 6th. I'm not going to do a 6th time. I wound up deleting it. Or uninstalling it. Okay, how do I get to the corner? I'm confused. Investigate the crash site, which we're trying to do. What are my clues? The victim was drugged. Driver crashed. Okay, we're here. Or do I need to be down there? I think I need to be at the bottom, right?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Shredded underwear.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
That's Sephiroth, right? He's the final boss in Rebirth. 12 phases, I bet you couldn't even stream it anyway. I bet it's blocked. Like it was in the remake.
She's a long way from home.
That is gross. I didn't even think about that. I don't think they had latex back in 1945.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
No, they don't. They don't know how to drive stick shifts either, or use a clutch.
Paris would be my first guess. Then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
Oh, it's funny. You were talking about the Minecraft movie earlier being like this big hit. And I saw this funny meme, and it was like, in the 1920s, we took children out of the mines. Or yeah, they're like 1925, we took all the children out of the mines. And in 2025, or yeah, by 2020,
I think I've seen it all.
Minecraft is the biggest video game in the world. And Minecraft's the biggest movie right now. It's like, case in point, children crave the mines.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
She's probably not. She knows who drugged her. Or she's the ringleader.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
You can tell me the truth before I kill you.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Hmm. I need to accuse you.
Mrs. McAfee, you're lying. You're wasting our time. You know what's going on here. You just won't tell us.
You're sweet, but simple too. The burden of proof is with the law. You should run along now. Don't worry yourself. This will all get sorted out. This is the way things get done in Hollywood.
This is the seeds of the dark Hollywood we're living in now. This was the seeds getting planted with stuff like that in the 40s, I bet.
Back to the receiving hospital.
I did hear this game is based off true crimes in LA in the 40s.
On what grounds?
For the most part.
On the grounds that you were under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I screwed this one up too, didn't I?
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Maybe not. This case is pretty dark. There we go.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
Yeah, you know, any case that's got ripped up underwear is not going to be a pleasant one to solve. There we go.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective Phelps. Car crash victim Jessica Hamilton has regained consciousness in Central Receiving Hospital. She's ready to be interviewed.
Thanks.
Race you inside.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
Well, that's convenient.
Hold me here. No, I don't need to be mad.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
What was that?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
What do you mean nothing happened yesterday?
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
What about your mom's note?
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up.
Yeah, dark
was
underbelly
supposed
of
to
Hollywood
start.
right there.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Nope.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
I was gonna just play good cop.
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember.
Was his name
Someone
P. Diddy's
gave me a
house?
drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Right?
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
It's P. Diddy's house, right?
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica.
3
Been a
out
big
of
help.
3.
Here's
Got
my
that
card.
one.
If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Please chase.
There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Ah, that's it. We're spotted. Back off. Hey, back off. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
What the hell are you talking about forgetting how to drive? There's no leeway. It's either back off or you don't know how to drive or...
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
What? Oh, damn it.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on. You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
.99 movies. You know, that's funny. If that's 1945, we had a dollar cinema just like, I guess 20 years ago now. But when I first moved here, they had a dollar cinema. I remember watching like episode 1 and pretty much every movie that came out in 1999.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
R1 and L to move.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it!
Calling in a hit.
You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Yeah, I kind of missed the dollar cinema. It was fun.
You're behind the wheel.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble.
How are you liking Final
Got an
Fantasy
address.
16 so far?
Wilson's Hotel,
Or Final Fantasy
apartment
6?
803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
No, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just what, $1 plus now, $1.25, $1.50 for
mind and
things,
given the casting couch.
which is almost
That
a
fucking
$2
bitch
store
Ballard sold her
now.
out.
And a lot of it's up to $5 now. There's a lot of things you can get.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 12...
I remember my mom boycotted places like the dollar store because they don't do, it's not $1 anymore, but I mean, if I'm going to get paper plates and plastic forks, I would rather go pay $1.25 for those things than go to Safeway or City Market or Walmart and pay like $4 for those things, exact same things.
Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park, 11K code 3, all other units code 2, KGPL clear.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset.
Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Event Horizon, The Relic, Mimic. Yeah, 97 was also Starship Troopers, Titanic, The Fifth Element. Yeah, so many. So many. Like the first Austin Powers movie. 97 years was Alien Resurrection. Yeah, it was a bomb movie or bomb year for movies. Alright, where's 807? I need to go up to the 8th floor. I had the book for The Relic, but I couldn't bring myself to read it. I was like, I'll just wait
Sounds
and
like we're
watch
about
the
to make
movie.
it a hat trick of hysterical.
And the movie was
female
just,
witnesses.
it was okay. Typical, like, what, 90s sci-fi? It was like sci-fi mystery thriller, wasn't it? Mimic, not The Relic. Okay. Mimic was good. I enjoyed Mimic. Mimic is one of those movies. I think that one came out around the same time as Species. So those two, it's like how you get Armageddon and Deep Impact were both like asteroid movies of 1998. I think Mimic and Species were both like those 97 like sci-fi movies. Where's 807? Going to 807, right? Oh, okay, there's two different elevators. That one takes you down. Maybe this one will take me back up. I'm back in the lobby again. Yep, Batman and Robin was 97 also. Forgot about that one. That was also the year I graduated high school, so that was like, for me, it was a very memorable year.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Person of interest.
Doesn't look like anything. Don't think this is going to help us.
$20,000
What do you have to do to earn
check.
$20,000?
Bank of Arcadia.
Doesn't tell me anything. Presented to Mark.
Gay Cowboys. That's got to be a reference to Brokeback Mountain. This came out way before Brokeback Mountain, though, didn't it? No, it's probably around the same time. Money clip.
Circumstantial. Probably nothing. Doesn't give me anything to go on. Junk.
It was years. This is years after Brokeback. I've never seen it. I just remember everybody making fun of it. There's nothing in here.
I doubt it.
Nothing on the fridge.
What do you think?
Take a look around. You never know what those goons might have left behind.
I don't think I found anything.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee.
Yeah,
You
that
heard
is
of
the
her?
movie that got him the Heath Ledger role, isn't it?
Slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
You're lying to cover for your husband. Do you know what you'll get for aiding and abetting?
I've been abused and slapped, and now I'm accused of lying?
I don't know if I'm in my right here, but...
I would hope you would show a little more respect in the future.
Nope.
Your husband was at a casting
I was on the wrong
yesterday with a
thing.
young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
You know exactly what happened yesterday, don't you, Mrs. Bishop? You've been through it yourself.
I'm gonna call my lawyer. You have a damn cheek accusing me of that.
No. Evidence of abuse.
You should be ashamed of yourself, detective. I've already been through a lot today without your harassment.
Screw it.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
What did I get? I didn't get very many questions with her, did I? Doesn't tell me. So are we out of here?
Not much help.
No shrunken heads in here either.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Yeah, Mark, there it is, Gay Cowboys. That is totally a Brokeback Mountain reference. That's funny. So are we done here?
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Where do we find Mark Bishop? Did I miss something? I had to have missed something, didn't I? NECA's finally releasing a Pamela Voorhees figure. It's about time, isn't it? That's like literally the only one they probably have left besides Counselors. They need to do a Crazy Ralph figure too. That'd probably be a good one. Alright, we've got music, so...
Nothing significant.
Yeah, they do need the Jason X ones. I thought they had the Part 8 one. Okay, don't need that. It's another clock.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Is that where I'm heading?
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
You know, the Ari Lehman Jason? God, that would go to that dude's head. Don't give Ari Lehman a Jason. No, I actually met the dude. He's okay. I used to thought he just had this big ego, which he really does, but he can also be a pretty cool person. And he gets a lot of credit for being the very first Jason. He sold more hockey masks than any other Jason actor out there.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
A girl learns to take knocks in this town, Detective. You go. I'll be fine.
Alright, I guess we are done here. I thought it was the Red Ranger that was scamming people. You've got the blue one doing it now, too? Anybody else to talk to? Stop hitting that. I kind of know now, like, being an OG Power Ranger, like, actor-wise is a curse. It's like they all didn't get paid. They all had to do all that work, and... Movie set, okay. Is he around here? That wasn't the original blue. Gotcha. There is a whole scam. I'm seeing things online where you're getting these 3D printed things, and they're like crazy expensive. They had very specific bridges from different things of like Star Trek. Different bridge sets that they were charging like $300 for. Yeah, Dee Snider's a badass. He actually called Congress out back in the day. I think I have lost the script. Bishop's apartment, right? We did that. And we're here. Did something glitch out? I had to have missed something. This sucks. I'm getting kind of tired too. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. There's probably one clue that I'm missing to progress the game.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
There we go.
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood.
Yeah, I saw Dee Snider's band play. They played like a rock jam here in Junction a while ago. It was they were pretty decent. Never met him, but he seems like he would be a down-to-earth person. So, we've got where we're going, right? Do I still got to talk to you? Yes, okay.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. but I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
Wow, that's actually really impressive.
He's a big boy, Detective.
I don't
and
even have
sorry.
my,
This is Hollywood. There's always
I'm the
a
opposite of
deal
that,
to be
of like
done.
learning people's names. I've been considered disrespectful because I've worked with people for months and don't know their name. Like, part of it I blame being deaf, and I'm just, but that's really no excuse.
Operator,
I
give me
should take the
R&I.
time out to learn people's names, give them that respect.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
My old job when I worked at the hotel, I had this girl, I think she had a crush on me
I
at
need
the
a
time. I
location
didn't
on a
realize it.
silver screen prop store.
But her name is Lisa, and she was always like, "Hey, Lonnie, how's it going? Hey, Lonnie, how you doing?" I'm good, I'm good. How you doing? I'm good, I'm good. How you doing? She finally cornered me, and this is after like 2 years of, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going?" She finally, after like 2 years, she's like, "Hey, Lonnie, how's it going?" I'm like, "I'm good. How you doing?" She's like, "Do you even know my name?" And I was busted. I was like, it's, and she wasn't wearing a name tag. She was management. And I'm like, I don't. I'm sorry. She's like, "Yeah, I'm Lisa. Blah, 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 blah. We worked together 2 years." And then she talked to my girlfriend at the time, and my girlfriend justified it. She's like, "Oh, he's hard of hearing, so even if you told him his name, he's probably not going to understand." And
Wake up, Cole.
shut up. But yeah, even at the bowling alley, we had this kid. I kept calling him Josh. There was like 3 of them that got hired at the same time. 3 of them. And I called him, I kept calling him Josh. And he's like, "My name's Tyler." And I was like, "Oh, feel bad about that. No wonder you looked at me weird." And I'm like, "See you later, Josh." Finally, progressions.
You can drive.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
I do all the things. I look at people. I'll shake their hands. I'll look them in the eyes. I do all that.
Between him and McAfee.
But like, we had our health inspection, it was almost a year ago now, but the dude straight up, "You have to deal with your health inspector." And he came up, shook my hand. "Hi, my name's nice to meet you." And that's what I heard. And I'm always like, "Hey, you, hey, you, hey." I couldn't give him his name. I know I heard it, but it went in one ear and out the other.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We are investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Might be a cool little place to film a movie in, though, honestly. All the props and everything he's got here.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm going to take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Two-way mirror.
Humor him.
Yep.
One-way mirrors.
No,
There's a
one-way
room
one.
on the other side.
Well, well.
It is a total
By the
secret
way,
ditty room, isn't it?
Lieutenant Phelps. I'll stay
And
here and
dark
keep
Hollywood.
Herbert company.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
This is hitting really, really. This is like so reality, isn't it? I think I got enough just with the Diddy room.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers.
RKO.
So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next.
You know what's cool? Speaking of wrestling,
still pre-production.
Fozzie's coming to town. That's Chris Jericho's band. That's going to be playing at the end of the month.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
What about the pills? Hmm?
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Break his jaw anyway.
June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props.
Break his prop-making fingers.
Something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
I just watched Casino last night, so I'm all about like that mob, like take him out back.
Ballard was out, then she's in, then Bishop visits this place and goes crazy. You're in it somehow.
These clowns fuck young girls on the couch. The girls think they're going to be stars. They really put their backs into it. It's a price they're willing to pay. None of them will press charges.
Damn, I didn't do so good there. You know, that's a conspiracy theory I would believe, because he was so into getting his license and wanting to take it to the Supreme Court that he almost kind of outgrew the mafia. He's like, oh, I'm really into legit running the casino, and, you know, I could almost see that, thinking he might be able to get an out that way. Because he did get out. I mean, it's not above suspicion at all. And it's something no documentary or movie that I've ever seen has even touched upon. That's one of the things that it's like it could be real, because they didn't even hint at it in any of the documentaries or anything. I didn't even think about the keeping his money part. And honestly, now that you just said that, I had an epiphany. And I'm like, what would Goodfellas and Casino have in common if both of the main characters were, you know, they wound up being in witness protection. They wound up telling the FBI everything they wanted to know. That would almost be another thing that linked to those two movies. That's interesting. That's an interesting theory. I could actually entertain that one.
Don't
A
think this is
sword.
anything.
It's a sword. What do you mean it's not anything? There's one more piece of evidence I'm missing. Gotta be. You have a fake room? Oh, that's a camp. Oh, what do we got here? We have evidence. Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton. Is he filming himself screwing these chicks? He is, isn't he? On reel to reel.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Probably hidden in his house somewhere. That one on the bottom looks like it might have been a dude.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Is there anything over here? No, I think I got everything. Oh, there's something over here.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr. Cohen.
So you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
So I think I have everything I need to talk to this guy now, right?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Gonna accuse him again.
You have something on him, and now you're gonna rat him out to McAfee's goons.
And how do you figure that, brain boy?
Empty film canister.
I never liked Bishop. He always made out like he was better than everybody else. He was no better than any of the other big shot creeps who came in here.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking
Only
you
one
in.
of three, damn.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Can't tell if I'm doing good or bad.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I need to get a better copy of Casino 2. Mine was on DVD and it's really old and grainy. Doesn't work on my modern TV.
At least he's polite.
Need to at least upgrade to like a Blu-ray for it.
But polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand.
And I gotta give it credit. I haven't seen that movie in years, and I gotta give Sharon Stone credit for playing such a very good, like,
and we don't waste our
coked out junkie.
You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me.
I think the last time I watched that movie, I didn't have to deal with, like, my ex-girlfriend doing all that. So I was like, there was a lot of her that came out in Sharon Stone's performance. I like a lot of the behaviorisms.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, but Captain.
Are we escaping?
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
We need to loot him.
Oh no! We were so close too.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
I'll see if I can skip it.
Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does.
Wonder, is that guy going to be one of my
I'll be
partners
making
too?
a full report to the captain, detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed.
I think Chad said you get multiple
Let it
partners
slide,
on this.
Cole. Let's get out of here.
I'm still on my first one.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
He's got mafia into this. This is getting, this case is escalating.
But polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here! They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
I need to be closer, Cole. Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business. Christ alive!
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done put.
Oh.
Watch it!
Ah, son of a bitch.
That's our
a
job,
block off.
unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
You know what? You drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No.
God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set.
Can't shoot him.
My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
Gotta have that cardio if you're gonna be a police officer. What are you doing, dude?
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
It is dangerous up here. What are you doing, bro?
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn.
Bishop, that's enough.
That girl made it all up.
Is he gonna jump off? Oh shit! Shit! Oh man! How far back is that gonna
Mark
set me?
Bishop,
Okay.
stop! LAPD!
That was a major E. I didn't see any other alternative. I didn't know where else to go.
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
Do anything.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead. Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just
You usually don't hear the R word in video games nowadays.
The McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Where'd they go?
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Oh, that hit you. Come on.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
Is this really the best McAfee's got? There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Well, that was a leap of faith.
Everywhere. Come on, it's this way. You have to get me out of here.
It really hurts. Nowhere near effective range.
Too far away.
This is insanity. You're a mister.
This is worse than a war zone.
For the love of God, how many are there?
I'll kill every last one of you if I have to.
run, dude. Run and keep your head down. Whoa. Did we do it? Alright, can we get down now?
How long do you think?
Whoa, duck.
Why won't you go fucking down? There's a ladder leading to the ground. Follow me. Come on.
Where's this ladder at? I really want to get the heck out of here.
All right, let's go. Now.
Where?
Bishop, that's enough.
Well, this sucks. I want to leave. How the hell do I get down? There it is.
Get him over here. I'll cover you. Come on. The cavalry's here. Weapons on the ground, now!
So much for your movie set.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car. Find the cover!
What? Fuck that.
Get him over here. I'll cover you. Come on. The cavalry's here. McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them! Quickly!
We need to get him to the car. LAPD, you're making a big mistake. How long do you think you can hold out?
God, they're everywhere. Light them up!
Stay down.
Over here.
Is this really the best McAfee's got? Stay in cover.
You really just gonna not let my bullets hit you? There we go.
Give me some cover. Find some cover.
For the love of God, how many are there?
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
I don't want to die here.
Those are cops.
This is all Ballard's fault.
I need cover.
Come on, that's your dad, dude. There we go.
Now this is what I call a result.
That was an unexpected
Bishop,
little battle
erstwhile
there.
film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on. get your new
Promotion,
assignment.
sweet.
It was good
We
work.
deserve it, I gotta say.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
He's not another crooked cop that's gonna take us to be killed, is he? "1940s jazz." No, thank you.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
I think jazz music goes right along with the introduction of heroin.
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
Get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see
He
me,
did
Alphonse.
come
It might give a
across.
wrong
He
impression.
does come across as like
Cole, this is
real
Alphonse.
crooked.
He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yeah, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
Case is over, right?
My only real friend, Harlan.
We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident.
This is like a plot going on outside of the cases, isn't it?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, Doctor to the Stars.
Oh, we've seen him
Mr.
before.
Fix-It to
He was in the paper.
Wreckage of Hollywood.
People are starting to
So what about
interconnect.
that drink, boys?
Paved with good intentions. We must be on the road to hell. 17 out of 18, 6 out of 13, 3 stars. We'll take it. We've got a promotion. So we are going to call that one a scream for tonight, and I'll have to continue the next case, maybe tomorrow night, maybe Friday. I've got a chill week, so it might be nice. 6 months later, oh yeah, this is a good place to stop. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Chad, Anthony, Sniper, and anybody else who might have been out there lurking. The red lipstick murder. We got a murder trial next. This ought to be fun. It is. It took like that first 4 hours to like of just doing cases over and over again, and now it looks like we're getting into plots and the characters that we've been doing. You know, stolen car here, missing this. It's like they're slowly starting to interact.
Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the homicide squad.
I'll wait till the meeting's over.
We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst.
This must be when I get a new partner then, huh?
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf.
Murder and serial killer case. Now this is going to get into the meat and potatoes of it. This is going to be starting getting fun. All right, there we go. Now we can stop here. Oh, you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Treat each other awesome and stay awesome. And I'll catch you guys next time.